Hey guys, so before I start this video, I wanted to ask you guys a favor. I don't think I've talked about this in a video before, I might have mentioned it. I do have a Twitter account. I post on this when I get levels, so if you guys want to follow my progress and not wait the 7 days, you can basically follow me on Twitter and see that. Just a way for you guys to ask me questions as well. Getting pretty close to 1K followers too. But my Twitter handle is at @DVS_RS. I'll leave a link to it at the top of the description. So if you guys do have a Twitter, it would mean a lot to me if you could drop a follow. What is up everybody? Welcome to episode number 56. So the goal for this video is to get to 99 attack. I mean, I can't really say it's for this video because it's probably going to take me like a day and a half because I play so damn much. But since that bank pin update did come out where I can hop worlds and I have to type my bank pin in, I can actually go and test buying the grapes while doing fletching. If you guys remember, I mentioned that probably 5 or 6 videos ago. It's been a pretty long time now, but I do want to test that sometime in this video. So if you guys were waiting for that, that will be coming up soon. Also, another quick mention, I did show you guys this tab in my last video. I didn't mention the totems. I'm saving these until they announce whether or not they're adding a pet or a Skatizo head because it would be cool to get those. But back to doing the usual Slayer stuff, I am starting this video off with a Dagannoth task, and hopefully we can get a ton of levels this video. It's been a pretty long time since I actually did the first update at Dagannoths. I've gained 790k attack XP, so it's been actually over a day now. I was just incredibly far away from getting any levels, but there is 96 Slayer, guys. 3 more to go and we can get out of this damn Slayer grind. It's actually getting pretty boring now. But at this point, I am 360k away from getting 99 attack. So I'll more than likely be getting that sometime today unless I get a ton of bursting tasks. So talking about getting a ton of bursting tasks, here we are at Smoke Devils and also 95 Magic. I haven't really mentioned this yet, but what I plan to do is if I do get 99 defense and I'm maybe like 98 Slayer and I still have about a mil XP to go, I'll probably use all of my Slayer points just to skip for burst tasks because I do want to try to get 99 Magic doing Slayer. But I'm also about 100k off 99 attack right now, so the next clip's probably going to be me getting it. So as you guys know from my last account and from this account so far, I like getting these melee stats at really weird places. I was trying to think of something, it took probably about an hour, and I thought of chickens. Kind of weird, but I don't know, I figured it would be a pretty unique place to get it. So now we only have defense left to go. I think I'm 121 combat right now as well. I should be very close to 122. Also, I think there's only 3 people right now that have max melee on hardcore. I might be wrong, it might be 4. But it's around 2 to 4. Now, I don't think the attack cape really does anything, but I do like to stock up on these skill capes just to put them in the bank because they look pretty cool. But now switching to defense, and time to grind that out to 99 as well. Once again, it's been probably about a day since I got 99 attack, but there is the first defense level, there's 91, still 121 combat. I thought I was going to get 122 from this next level, but apparently I was wrong. Also, I've been pretty dry on gargoyle task. I think I've only had maybe 2 in like the last 60 or 70. Before I was getting them maybe every 4 tasks. So it just goes to show how inconsistent Slayer tasks are. There's yet another Abyssal Whip. I don't even know which number this is. It's probably, I think, 13. I get so many of these damn things I've just lost track now. I actually got this maybe 5 kills into this trip, so I just got here. So once again, we find ourselves getting another range level when we are collecting these Dust Devils. There's a few things I want to mention regarding this, actually. I keep seeing a lot of comments from you guys asking me stuff about my range, like why I'm not getting it up. Guys, I am saving range until I get 99 Hunter, and then I'm going to be using all of the chins to get 99 range. I'm not using it right now for Slayer, so I don't need the levels. I'll also be leveling that up when I'm doing Pest Control for Void. Another thing you guys mention to me in the comments all the time is why am I not doing defense casting with Magic? The reason I am not doing that is because when I get 99 Slayer, I will 100% already have 99 defense, so there's no point in wasting Magic XP. But I have gained a total of 874k Magic XP so far this video. I'm actually getting pretty close to 96. In terms of Magic, I think there's only one person actually right now that has 99, being Yumea. I don't think I'll be the second to get it, but I should be actually the third. But obviously that depends on how many Magic tasks I actually get. Hey, so there's a cult number 2. I'm actually, I think, over 1,000 total kills now. I'm not entirely sure, but that would be my guess with how many tasks I've done. I think the drop rate is around 1 in 502, so it's pretty much on the drop rate. I'm actually surprised these things are still 1 mil each. I figured they would have dropped to like 300 or 400k by now. But also almost a mil Magic XP gain so far, and I'm getting close to 96. So just another quick defense level, there is 92, still 121 combat. I was hoping I'd be 122 by now. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Once again, it's been another full day since the last update. It's getting kind of ridiculous how long it's taking to get these levels. But 93 defense, and there is 122 combat. So for those of you that watched my last updates video, or for those of you that are pretty perceptive when you watch these, you'll notice that I did change my name. It's actually pretty funny. When I changed my name, I had a ton of people messaging me wondering if I died. So I've been wanting this name for a pretty long time. I've also been wanting the name Devious, but neither of these have been available. Devious still isn't available. but DVS was available with the D name releases today. I don't know if anybody was actually going for this. I was kind of nervous about it, but I did get the name. So it's actually been almost 7 days now since the last video, and I only have 4 minutes recorded for this one. I do try to make them as long as possible, so I'm gonna try to have to figure something else out. I do still want to go and test buying the grapes while doing fletching, so I'll probably do that after a few more levels. So here we are back at Index again with another Slayer level. There is 97 Slayers, so we are 179k off 96 magic. I don't think I'm going to get it from this task. I'll probably be maybe 30 or 40k off, so it's going to be pretty close. So as we get this next defense level, I did want to talk about a few things. Firstly, that last neck task did get me 21k away from a magic level. I'm getting pretty close to having to end this one, so if the next task isn't actually a burst task, I probably won't be able to get it this video. But I figured I'd show this to you guys since I have been doing it. Carlo died to Zulrah from a DC again, so that's another person DCing at Zulrah. Like I always say, doing Zulrah is really risky because one DC and you're dead. I know there's a ton of other high-level Ironmen doing Zulrah right now too, so hopefully I'm not talking about them in the future. So I'll see you guys once this task is over. I'm going to go and see if I can get another burst task. If not, I'm going to go and probably use up my Ensouled Heads and try to get my prayer up. There's a task over. I got about 100k more defense XP from that, so let's go and see if we can get another burst task. 218 Abbey Demons, no magic task, but that's actually still pretty good because I have like 150 Abbey Demon Heads in my bank. So I'll be getting Slayer XP from this task, and it'll be going faster when I'm doing it. This is what the Ensouled Head stack is looking like, 143 Abbey Demon Heads, because as you guys know, I mention it all the time, I get so many of those damn tasks. Another thing worth mentioning is I do have 50 Ensouled Dragon Heads. You need 93 magic to actually use these, and I do have that now. I didn't have it last time I was using my Ensouled Heads, so I'm going to be using those as well now. I believe I have 80 banked. I'm close to 81, but not quite there yet. But the first ones I'm going to be using are these Dragon Heads. I think they give like 15, almost 1600 prayer XP per, so they're a pretty big chunk. Here's a level I really didn't expect. So there's 96 magic. I know I told you guys I wasn't going to get this video because I didn't get a magic task from Slayer. I completely forgot that you get magic XP for actually using these Ensouled Heads. I also did just get 79 prayer the kill before that, so they almost lined up perfectly to get both levels on the same Ensouled Head. Another thing I did want to show you guys is this pretty cool spot to kill Ensouled Abbey Demons. Since their model does take up 1 game tile, you can do it here. I don't think you can do it with any of the other ones because most of them take up 2 or 3. But you go sit in this corner here, and basically when you use them, you can just go back and forth. You don't have to worry about lining up, going down and stuff. You just use them when your character go back and forth between the 2 tiles. But I'll see you guys back once I get to 80 prayer, and I'll show you how many Ensouled Heads I actually have left over in my bank. I should have a pretty decent amount. So getting this 80 prayer, I believe, gets me to rank 5 Ironman for prayer. I think the highest level right now in prayer is 83. So it seems like not many people are actually going for prayer. The highest people are the ones with 99 Slayer. A pretty decent amount of Ensouled Heads left to actually check the prayer XP I'll get from these, and at the moment I'm about 60k away from getting to 81. Also, if you look at the bottom of the inventory, I forgot to mention this the last time I showed the Ensouled Heads, but my rune stacks are adding up pretty nicely. I have a ton of squares, shields, full helms, and med helms. Also, the majority of those staffs are mystic staffs as well, so those alch for a lot. Okay, so now we're finally to the part I've been mentioning throughout the video where I'm going to be testing buying grapes while doing fletching. I do have 20,000 maple logs, so these have been adding up from Kingdom. I don't know how much XP this is. I think it's like 1.5 mil. It might be a little bit more. But I do want to show you guys what I was talking about doing before I actually start doing this. So what you do is you're going to be buying food from these, and I hope the chests are pretty much full. I hope nobody else is trying this right now or it's going to kind of mess it up. So what I'm going to be doing is buying grapes, and I'm going to be hopping worlds. I think I'm going to be doing, I think it's 14 to 15 world hops. I'll test that and let you guys know, but I'm going to be hopping to buy these grapes. And as you guys know, there is a world hop limit. So after you hop a certain amount of worlds, it's going to kick you out and you're not going to be able to log in. So what you do is you buy the grapes until the world hop hits you. And when that happens, you do fletching for 5 minutes. The reason you're doing it for 5 minutes is because that's how long it takes for the world hop, I guess you can call it glitch, to stop. So I'll be buying grapes between that time, and we'll see how much fletching XP and how many grapes I can bank. So we are starting with 41 grapes, and I did set up the fletching XP counter up here, so I'll see you guys back in an hour, and we'll see what we got from this. So here we are back after an hour of doing this. I have 831 grapes, and I did start with 41, so I got 790 grapes in an hour. I also managed to get almost 70k fletching XP. So this is when all the math and confusion might come in for some of you guys, so I'll try to explain this the best I can. So if you guys have ever heard of zero time methods like farming, people will say, yeah, farming is, I don't know how accurate this is, but just an example, farming is 900k XP per hour. And people are like, how the hell is that possible? Well, you only count the time you spend doing the farm runs. You don't count the actual real time. So if you're counting real time for me doing this, getting 790 grapes being 200 each, I'd get 158k cooking XP banked per hour. Now, this would only be true if I was standing here doing nothing else except for buying the grapes. So after the world hop hit me, I'd be sitting here for 5 minutes, not fletching or anything. That would be full time for that cooking XP, but since I'm only spending the time buying them, you can only calculate that time. So you can do about 13 hops before you get kicked off, and it takes about 2 minutes to do those 13 world hops. I found myself getting about 6 grapes per chest. If you do this during the night, you might get 10. But with 6 per chest, it comes out to be 468k cooking XP banked per hour. This doesn't count the time having to buy the jugs, humidify them, or make the actual wines. This is just banked XP. If the chest is full, having 10 in each world, then you'll be banking 780k cooking XP per hour. So there's 2 alternate methods for Hardcore Ironman. One is Zora, where you bank sharks and grapes from that, but that's really risky, so I'm not really going to count that as a method on Hardcore. The other method is doing Mess Hall, which is about 160k cooking XP per hour. So taking into account everything else, I believe that doing this is actually a lot better than Mess Hall. But after posting this video, probably a lot of people are going to be doing this. I don't plan to do this for a few months, so by then people probably have forgotten about this, and a lot of people know about buying grapes anyway. So I hope all of this wasn't too confusing for you guys. Normally I'd put a bunch of stuff on screen with numbers and stuff, but since this is a progress video, I'm not going to be doing that. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Show you guys my stats on screen as usual. I'm getting pretty close to 7th for time to max, but that's because the guy at rank 7 actually isn't playing anymore. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm sorry it's taking so long to get these out. It's just taking me like a day to get a level sometimes, and that could lead to like a 20-second clip. So I'm trying my best to get these out as fast as I can. But I'll see you guys in more than likely another week. It might be 8 days again, but I'll try to figure something else out, like when I record these, to make it so I can post them more frequently. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.